There's so much to draw, then splash with some paint. It's doodling time with Pedro. What are we doodling up today? Hola amigos, and welcome to Doodling Time with Pedro. I'm Pedro, aka Texan Spaniard, on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Texan Spaniard Studios on Patreon, Coffee, and Etsy, and PedroBoy@bandcamp.com. And this is I don't know which episode number it is. It's 5 or 6, somewhere in there, of Doodling Time. And today we're doing something a little different. You're gonna see me start on 3 different paintings. And then you won't see the actual finished thing until the end of the show. But yeah, on Monday we had a special Monday episode of Doodling Time with Pedro because I couldn't have it last Friday because we were having the 90s cover jam too. And during the YouTube premiere of that, Bean and mi amigos Bean and Heather, the Cayuga Queen, they were giving me some suggestions of stuff to paint because I asked for some suggestions. And Bean mentioned a red ear slider turtle, and so that's what I'm giving a go here. Scribbling out this red ear slider turtle. And Cayuga Queen Heather, one of hers is going to be the next one coming up. You'll see. But yeah. So yeah, you can see I like going that thing's very loose here. I'm really into this thing of not drawing out stuff, just going directly with the brushes. I draw with the brush, as you can see. I draw with the painting, but no pencil drawing to work off of. I just dig in doing that. I got a ton of colors on the palette, as you can see. Of course, the lighting is still kind of washed out, but I haven't sorted that out yet. Turtles be cool. Yeah. I had to look in. You see a bit of my face come in here because I had to look in close. My vision is getting worse as I get older. So yeah, sometimes I have to get in really close to see stuff because I just can't see. My vision be getting worse. What can you do, amigos, right? What can you do? There, yeah, put in the little red bit of the turtle. Turtles are really cool. I really like. There is an alligator snapping turtle piece I did a few years ago that I really like. Sometimes I have like a scan of it, and sometimes I've thought about I should do like a print or something of it, print version, just to have it out there again. But or maybe I should just do another one. But yeah, turtles are cool. Anyone who's been fishing knows, turtles will go after your stuff. But yeah, look at this, just scribbling out this background. This purple you're seeing, I found this tube of like purple. There's a really old tube of acrylic purple. It was really old. I had to use like pliers to get it open. That's how old it was. But the paint's alright. Sometimes when you open old tubes of paint, they're like really dry and stuff, and you have to like just use a ton of water to get them do stuff, but not this thing. This thing was pretty well in good shape. But yeah, scribbling it out here, and yeah, you'll see the finished turtle later at the end of the show. And now let's move on to the next one, which is a cassowary. Kayusha Queen Heather, yeah, mentioned, suggested I do a cassowary. So they are basically living dinosaurs, killer birds. They're not, I mean, they probably could kill you, but I mean, they're, they're mean birds, but they're cool. They're cool looking dinosaur mean birds. They're very cool. Yeah, gray. I don't know. I like laying down gray whenever I'm gonna use black, or like areas that are black. But man, they sure don't show up well, do they? Yeah, as you can see, I just like going for stuff. I'll just do anything. I'll be like, oh, okay. I'll just throw stuff down and be like, oh, I'll work it out somehow. That's how I be. It is literally how I be. I'll just be like, oh, I'll just throw something in there. It'll come together one way or another. It'll be some kind of slop. And of course, you can find all of these on my Etsy shop in the future. Etsy.com/shop/Texan Spaniard Studios. Some Etsy news. They're raising some prices and stuff on Etsy in April. Yeah, if anyone out there has been eyeballing stuff in my Etsy shop and they want to buy stuff, I'm just going to tell you right now, very openly, that in April, all my prices will be going up. They won't be going down. They'll be going up on Etsy, because you got to go up to cover your costs and stuff. So yeah, if you've been thinking about buying stuff from my Etsy, you may want to do it before April, because prices will be going up come April. And I know someone may be like, oh, well, why should all the prices come up, blah, blah, blah. Well, art is work. It is work, amigos. And people need to get paid for their work. So just a little thing there for people. Sometimes people don't really get this, that people need to be paid for the work they do in art. So, but anyways, look at this. This is a mean bird. I try to give it pretty mean vibes, because and they're really beautiful birds. Like, a lot is made about how kind of aggressive and dangerous they can be, but they're really beautiful looking birds. They have like lots of colors. There's of course, the blues and reds and black and browns, and then there's like hints of green and yellow and this and that. I mean, they're really interesting birds. They're really cool looking birds. They're very cool. Just laying this stuff down super fast. The next thing coming up after this, I've mentioned on here before, I'm not good with vehicles and stuff, so I decided to challenge myself. So yeah, you'll see how that goes in a bit. So yeah, coming up, I try to do vehicles coming up. Watch for disasters coming up. Yeah, it may be kind of a disaster. We'll see. We'll see. I haven't decided yet if not this one, but the painting that comes after this, if it will be up on the Etsy shop or not. You'll see why when we get to that video. Yeah, laying in some highlights. yeah, again, they're really cool birds. But yeah, you'll see the finished one at the end. So now, all right. I've said I'm not good with vehicles, so I decided to give a stab, and we're giving a stab with a Vespa scooter. Because I really like Vespa scooters. I just love the look of them. The aesthetic is just fantastic. The Vespa scooters. Yeah. And so you see, yeah, I'm just laying this stuff down. Loud trucks as usual, because we're in Texas. Trying to get this blue little light. Yeah, I really like Vespa scooters, the way they look. They just look so cool. I don't know if it's that Audrey Hepburn movie that first got me into Vespa scooters, the way they look, or what, but I do really like the way they look. When I was a kid, my dad had a scooter for a little while. But then he had like accident on it. He may have had more than one accident on it, actually. I've never driven a scooter or a motorcycle myself, so I can't tell you about that stuff. But yeah, sometimes you gotta challenge yourself. So even if this does not come out great, just know sometimes you have to do these kind of things. Sometimes you have to challenge yourself and see how it goes. And if it doesn't go well, it's all right. It's not, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, no one can see these grays I'm laying in. You can see that though. You can always make out black. Always bet on black. Yeah, I don't know what it is. When it comes to things like vehicles and buildings and landscapes, it just my mind goes a little wonky or whatever. I just don't quite get it. It makes no sense because, like I've said before, we've been given all these tools for how to look at stuff. So when I had my art education, so there really should be no, nothing should really, be a hindrance to me. But it's one of those things. It's a psychological thing. It is definitely a psychological thing that plays into one's mind. But yeah, you see, I'm laying this stuff down. Yeah, in a bit we will get the final looks at all of these, so you can see how all of these turned out. Because I did all the finishing on all these pieces today, off camera. Just for that reason. And you can't really see it because the lighting is so washing everything out, but I am laying down a bunch of pink here, so don't be surprised when you see the final thing that there's a bunch of pink, since it looks like I'm just laying nothing down at the moment because of this lighting. But yeah, there's gonna be some pink. So watch for the final looks, amigos. It's gonna be something. Y'all take care. Have a good week, and see y'all next week. Look at this thing bouncing around. Oh my goodness, look at that. Adios.